So my convolutional neural network is based on a paper by O'Shea and Nash titled "An Introduction to Convolutional Neural Network." And so what they say is that a common architecture for convolutional neural network would be to interweave convolutional layers and pooling layers between each other. And so we have a sequence of convolutional and pooling layers implemented here, and this would all be connected to a fully connected layer. And so my fully connected layer consists of a flattened, dense, and dense with output of 11 nodes because we have 11 different classifications. And the activation energy would be a rectified linear, and the and strides would be 1 1, and pool size, well, the strides would be 2 2, and pool size would also be 2 2. The training data set that I used is the Stanford SHVN data set, and so I used all 73,000 training samples in addition to negative training samples, which I obtained by using a sliding window method on a picture I took. So I got about 27,000 of those and trained them in the model. And of course, they would all have to be black and white for my model. For my implemented model. For VGG, they would be colored. Other features of my pipeline would be the sliding window. So I would use a sliding window or the hog detector actually, which includes sliding window and an image pyramid in order to detect features within the image. And I would use non-maximize suppression, which is implemented right here, to get rid of extraneous boxes and overlapping boxes. Um, so here are some results from my implemented model right here. So this is a calculator. This is a calculator application that you would get in the Mac operating system. And so as you can see, there's a lot of false positives outside, but for the most part, it detects all of the features pretty well, pretty accurately. This part right here is unfortunate, but hey, it detects 7. Uh, and this 5, it missed this 5 actually, which is unfortunate. So another picture that I used was a mailbox when it's dark outside, and it gets pretty much all the numbers here. And right here, there's a small overlapping 7, but that's because of a glitch in my non-maximum suppression. So how does that compare to VGG? So VGG, so both the VGG models they did perfectly fine, with an exception of these extraneous boxes for the calculator. Um, but for the mailbox though, so the one initialized with random weights, it fails to detect a lot of things and has a lot of false positive outside. And the one initialized with pre-trained weights, it does pretty well, but it misses the 6 right here. It thinks it's 0, which it does kind of look like 0.